I think it's broken. No, there it actually goes. Okay, so this is a semi-final match between Root and Curse. Curse are the red team, and on the blue team we have Root. Now, the team comps go pretty much like Root Gaming have Ymir, Artemis, Alquan, Odin, and Poseidon. Now, on Curse we have Anher, Sobek, Thor, Loki, and Guan Yu. Now, this is kind of like a little interesting look. Now, the best always goes middle. It's pretty much their mid laner. They've taken Heartseeker first. So, Heartseeker on Loki is going mid. So, if you look at it, you've got Alquan and Loki are both going like all-in items. Now, Doom Orb and Heartseeker are pretty much as all-in as you can go, really. Now, Root are deciding not to go for their damage buff first. They're just deciding to take the movement speed buff, cooldown reduction, and on the left-hand side, just going to take the blue. Obviously, Artemis is going to get hold of that. Now, if you can see, look at this. Curse are actually coming round behind Artemis and Ymir. Obviously, was looking for like an early gank on blue, but decided to get back, run back to lane. So they're losing. They're not losing too much because generally how it works. The first people back in lane are going to beat the crap out of the creeps. Now, if they kind of let it go, Anher did push back Ymir, so he couldn't get the stun off as he had level 2. But Sobek there managed to take quite a bit of damage there from Xing's 3, like Rain of Arrows. But I'd like to see maybe if the opponent's not in lane, let the creeps beat the crap out of each other. You can get some early push. Now, Spark's taking a little bit more damage there. Gets pushed back again by the Rain of Arrows. Now, 3 on the other side. Well, 4 taking out a load of damage. Pompon taking loads of damage from Poseidon and Allied there. Taking another direct hit. Maybe another one. Lars going back. Shadow going back. Whirlpool going down onto 4. So, Pom. When did he get an extra pon? We should upgrade him. There's a new rank for him. Every time he like wins a match, we put like an extra pon in his name. Now, he's obviously going to use his health potion to kind of get back, but yeah, took an early amount of damage there. Left down lane, loads of damage going out there. Obviously, Sobek in a trap, took out maybe loads of damage from Art. Maybe get another couple of hits off on her trying. Zatman just trying to block the auto attacks there so she can't get the attacks through. Xing also down quite low, as well as Ymir there. Needs to be a little bit careful. More on the right going. They're going after Poseidon there. Allied does jump back to kind of help out. Whoa, what's going on? Loki also taking a lot of damage. I reckon that's mainly from the Squall and Tornadoes there, just working him down. As Loki, you need to wait till his ultimate really before he starts to kind of kick in there. Jerby needs to be a little bit careful. Fair enough, he does have the Doom Orb, and the first person to really get a kill is going to have the advantage, but Alquan will always be at the disadvantage because Loki's burst will kind of hurt him. Now, I don't... No, that ultimate was pretty bad there. At least you want to kind of slow him with the tornadoes and get it out there. Now, on the right-hand side, we had Allied there, jumping up there, being quite aggressive. You could see on the mini-map he was right up near the tower, while Lars was a bit further back. Dropping down the whirlpool there, keeping him back. Now, everyone's gone for pretty much the same build on either side. Now, you've got Artemis and her both going Death Toll and level 1 boots with no potions. Or they've already used the potions already now. A bit more action going on there. Stun going out onto Sobek. Obviously, he had a failed charge. Didn't quite get there. Used the spin out there. Zatman gets trapped by Xing. Xing, perfect stun. Makes his own wall. Ultimate comes out there. And will secure first blood for Curse Gaming. That was really exceptional play there. Obviously, you expect that from the top players in Smite. Now, he couldn't get the stun off on the wall when he was trapped. He was kind of at the will of Artemis. But brings up his Obsidian Shard there and stuns her in the mid. Not in the mid. Just stuns her against it and then unleashes ultimate. At level 5, that was a really bad position. Really for Xing to kind of be in. You don't want to get stunned by Ymir. There's, not Ymir. And her. Now, Loki has finished his... Heartseeker and is back in lane before Alquan. So also with that, the extra movement speed from obviously his stealth and the Heartseeker. Gets him back into lane that little bit extra quicker, just to get a few more stacks up on Alquan. So he's probably got about 3 or 4 stacks before Alquan's got in. But Alquan will clear the waves a lot quicker. The best has decided to go back for the little creeps there, just to kind of get his stacks up a bit more and then get back into lane. Now Alquan's going back, gonna help out Odin and Poseidon maybe a little bit, just kind of get on to the movement speed buff. No, leaves him alone, lets him get the XP themselves. Will come back onto the best, gets a score out on him. That's pretty good. Didn't actually take considerable amount of damage on that one. Just didn't take any health damage at all, really. Lars for Root has taken Vampiric Shroud, so we'll get just the regen, the sustain in lane, just to kind of hold there as long as possible. Four and the best, looking for the damage buff. It does come up just now, so Pompon's going to take the damage buff. Maybe even just work it down a little bit and get the best in there. Tornado going in there to try and get steal, and that needs to move. Left down lane, bit of action going on this. Ymir gets stunned against the wall. Sobek ult's coming out, tower diving him considerably, getting back there. Ball coming out from Xing, puts him down there and caught him caught in a trap. So Sobek and Ymir on her tried to get Ymir. Ymir managed to kind of get out there. Sobek's ult went off, and then Xing come in there with his dropped his ball and got a brilliant trap under there. Good control. Poseidon, Lars coming out there. Stun onto Xing. Kraken coming out. Perfect ages there to kind of prove that. Whirlpool's going to finish this off. And then there's the 2 kills for Root Gaming in quick succession on the same lane. So the whole left side lane is completely undefeated. Xing is going to back out there and finish off a few items. What items is he actually going to get? Just finish off some of his boots there, just to kind of get it underway. No abilities coming out for Xing though. He's pretty much gone straight full into his items. As Artemis is, we all know Artemis is weak in mobility, so we are going to see a sprint come out on Art, but obviously he's just going to delay that a little bit longer. Did finish his boots, obviously must have stayed there a little while longer. Just he must have been like a few gold away, a few shy. So staying there. Some allied aggression. I love allied on Odin. He's just always in there, going for it all the time. Guan Yu pushes through. Allied taking a few hits from the free. Probably taking all hits from the free. Gets stunned in there by Pom Pom. Also taking loads of damage from Odin's Pom Force free. Guan Yu's ult going down onto Odin. Odin dropped the Ring of Spears, obviously for the protection. Holds in Guan Yu. 4 is going to probably land. Is Pom Pom going to land down? Aegis coming out from Guan Yu. Guan Yu gets taken down by Poseidon's 1. And Pom Pom just obviously decided to back out there. Obviously because Lars had come in and it was like a 3-on-2. And Guan Yu was going to go down. Bring that speed back up. Left hand lane. Ymir's on his own versus Anahur and Sobek. He's probably going to hold the tower a little bit. Zatman wants a few hits on him. He's going to take a few attacks from the tower. On the right hand side, 4 and Poseidon. Poseidon taking quite a lot of damage. The 3 from 4 has already come out. All attacks going down there. Lars has been walled off, but staying on the right side of the wall. Pushes back 4 with his 1. Now, just kind of dancing around the creeps here. Not trying to do too much. And then gets taken down by his 3. Well, you're trying to dance that around your creeps, trying to get them to help you out, take Pom Pom down a little bit, and trying to like block the way, but the 3's just going to cut through that, and there wasn't too much to. Guan Yu is coming round there, going to help out a little bit more, push away, and we missed a death on the left hand lane. So let's just bring that back. Have a look. Jesus Christ! So On has gone so far back, hurt Ymir so badly under the tower. Actually, Zatman getting taken down by the 3, getting pushed back by Xing. Is Xing going to get in there? He's got sprint. Is he going to use it? Drop his ball maybe? No, just gets an auto attack off. And a rain of arrows down there. So didn't even need to use the sprint to kind of catch up with him. Obviously, because he's got his level 3 boots, he can catch up. Well, actually, Anher has his level 3 boots, so I'm not quite sure how he managed to do that. I think he must have popped sprint, and we just didn't see the animation. Dropping the trap that gives some vision in the jungle. Loki's not died yet, neither's Alquan, so they're still building up their stacks. Level 10. Ymir rotating mid, maybe, trying to get a gank on. No, decides to back out there. And then the right hand side, Guan Yu is on his own. So we've got a 4-2 lead kill for Root Gaming. So they've done quite well pulling that up quite nicely. Ymir left. I love tank tickling. It's just funny because they kind of just ignore each other and just go, yeah, just get out of my way. Thank you very much. Just move. Yeah, you're not going to do anything to me, so just get out of the way. Xing on Artemis has already got level 2 Executioner. Some action going on in the right hand side. Stun goes out onto Ally. Guan Yu's ult is going down onto Odin. But jump, so he didn't take the full 3 hits, so he doesn't get stunned. I'm not quite sure how that works. I've always thought the third hit should stun. Charges through Odin, but then gets caught in the ring. Jerby's ult is coming out there, hitting nobody. Does bait out the Aegis though. The best coming in to help out, getting caught in the middle of the 3. Guan Yu's might goes out there. 4 does come down and takes out Alcorn as well. Stunning Odin. Odin getting the stun from on her, and the Kraken coming out just to kind of help him out get down. Loki does go down. He did kind of come back in there to try and get allied, maybe for a last hit kill, but the Guan Yu's might think was the managed to finish it off there. And a rain of arrows. No, actually the rain of arrows didn't finish him off. 4 taken down by Xing. Rain of arrows onto obviously 4 there. Took him down a considerable amount on her, and Zatman on her. Zatman backing out. So Shadow. Poseidon and Xing chasing down, maybe trying to get an extra like slow. If they can get Rain of Arrows or Whirlpool on them, will slow him down. Whirlpool just doesn't connect, and they manage to get away. Kind of needs to leave him there, and the 1 is a bit out of range to catch on her there. So the best kind of in a little sticky situation. Lost all his stacks. Zatman coming in, maybe wasn't trying to get still. Maybe if Xing didn't move out of the way, he would have got a stun on Xing. He doesn't have his ultimate up, so he can't do. Rain of arrows onto Zatman. Zatman leaps out of the way, quite low on health. Maybe if he took like an auto attack or 2, would have gone down there. Pompon coming in there to help out. Zatman deciding not to leave and deciding to stay. He has to be careful. Xing doesn't have enough mana for Rain of arrows and gets stunned by 4 there. 4 pops off his sprint. They're both popping off their sprint, so neither of them are going to be able to catch. Pompon decides to back out there as obviously his wall's on cooldown. What is that, like a 10-15 second cooldown early on? It's quite a large amount. So he wouldn't have had that for a while. Guan Yu was chasing behind, but not too much they can really considerably do about that. Artemis has finished the Executioner. That's so early on. What are we at, the 12-minute mark? Executioner's finished. Boots finished. Death Toll. Well, that was a star item, so that's obviously going to be finished. So yeah, there's going to be some really early damage coming out from Artemis. The best kind of needs to get back and get some stacks on his Heartseekers. Going off to Alcorn, gets a few back hits onto him. Doesn't use his ult. No, didn't use his ult there. Alcorn has gone down, so they've both had their stacks reset. In the right-hand lane, 4's coming down. Guan Yu going onto Lars. Odin ringing in 4 and Sobek there, and then just jumping out, leaving him, just kind of leaving him. It's more of a defensive ultimate there, just to kind of ring him in, get out, protect yourself, as it was a gank, and they controlled that well. They backed out nicely. Didn't let anyone die to it. They're still like a 2-kill lead ahead and 2k gold, so they don't want to lose this advantage they've got. Curse have the whole of the right side warded, so they will see any root gaming moving around. We need to see some more. Now, Sobek's gone Boots of the Magi. Wants to get a bit more damage coming out of his abilities. Obviously, when he pops his ultimate, he wants to have a little bit of extra poke with that, just to kind of catch on. Same with Guan Yu. They're both going Boots of the Magi. You see a lot of supports, bruisery type builds coming out of some tanks now. Just really just to kind of just give you some extra damage in the team fights, as they're going to build tanky anyway later on. Probably Guan Yu will build quite a lot of tanky items. Definitely Sobek. So just any extra damage they can kind of put out in a team fight will help. Now, on the left-hand side, they're just being pushed under the tower, reducing the gold that Curse can get as much as possible. You want to keep your gold lead as long as you can. Now, Root have gone back down to about like a 1.5k gold lead. So they're losing it a little bit here. Poseidon getting out an early gem of isolation. Get the slowdown. Stun and Rain of Arrows and Spikes going out on Sobek. Ymir's ult coming out. Is he going to have a pick? Aegis get baited. Well, Aegis got used by Sobek. HiRez ult goes out onto all two of them. The best coming in is going to go straight for Xing. Completely misses that. Uses his ult onto Xing. Get a few more extra hits. There's Zatman coming in there. Aegis gets used by Xing. Xing is going to go down in this fight. Zatman jumps up into the air, but it was all too late anyway. The rain of arrows did come out. Now Ymir gets stunned against the wall, just getting blocked in as well. And body blocked. So he's body blocked, spiked, gets the stun off nicely. Alquan's ult is going to come in there. Misses. Well, no, actually doesn't miss. Gets on her, pushes on her out the way. The best manages to get the kill on Ymir. Now he's just trying to get out of the way of Alquan. Could probably turn around and get him though. There's not too much that Alquan can do. He's already dropped his tornado and his squall, but the creeps would have probably whittled down the best. Now he's in the jungle. Now they both don't have any mana left, so they could probably get auto attack down. In the right hand lane though, the tower's just getting pushed. Odin can't do anything. Allied is kind of at the mercy of the other two. Trying to push him back. Deathbringer coming out by Artemis, so she's going for that heavy damage item now. Normally the third or fourth, well, full fifth item will be your high damage item. Is what you're going to want to see anyway. HiRez getting his level 2 Executioner. Allied coming out there, gets stunned, hammered, and pushed in there. Guan Yu's free charge coming in there, loads of damage. Sprint from Pompon coming out. They're just going to chase him down. Under towers. Aegis getting pushed, but he's going to go down. Free coming out from 4, and then it finishes him off there. Poseidon just coming in too late to kind of help his mate out. And Curse have equaled up the kill-death ratio of the teams. And it's all evened out. Even gold. Look, the gold's even just like, what was it, about 50 off? 50 off or something like that. Fair enough, the creeps are going to, like, the creeps that are dying now are going to buff that up a little, like a few hundred more. But they've pulled it back to equal footing now. Loki's going for Devourer's Glove, so he wants that early life steal, and stacks going on. Ults onto Alquan. Alquan's getting ulted by Ymir as well, so there was an early gank on there in mid. Alquan had nowhere else to go, so his stacks have been reset again. The best has probably about 15, maybe 20 stacks probably pushed on now. It's going after Xing as well, so they both go in, go straight on there. Borg gets dropped down. Sprint gets popped as well. 4 is coming in behind, going on the free. Kraken coming out from Lars to kind of defensively hold him off. Xing is taking out loads of damage, but Bait Pompon tries to land the stun, doesn't quite happen. Uses his hammer throw to teleport through. Did connect with Xing before that happened. Sobek's ult coming out and finishes Artemis with that. Gonye's might coming out onto Sobek. Sobek just kind of turning around, gets a spin onto Allied. Allied gets stunned against the wall by Zatman on the wall. Free coming out from Guan Yu onto Ymir. Ymir not taking really much damage. Wall's in Sobek. Maybe trying to get a bit more onto that. There's a slow coming out from on her on the other side of the wall, and a cripple whirlpool going down by Poseidon. Sparks gets out of that quite nicely. Obviously, as being quite tanky as he is, didn't really need to worry. Well, could have worried, but they didn't really want to focus him. They just let him go. Bring the speed back up. So in that, they managed to get a few kills out of it quite nicely. They did lose the best, so the best got his stacks reset again. So both snowball items have been reset again, and they're going to have to start trying to build up them stacks and get on with that. So while the best was back, he got level 2 of his Devourer gloves. Fair enough, he probably had enough gold for that, so you might as well spend it. If you're back at the base, you might as well spend your gold. Alquan is coming out with Gem of Isolation as well, so they're going to see 2 gems on Root Game inside. Odin going Bruisery build, DPS War Tabby boots, as we like to see. We always like to see that. On her has finished his Executioner, so Artemis is only just like 15 attack power ahead, or physical power ahead of on her now in damage. They've both got their abilities, no potions, no consumables to use. Left hand side though, Ymir is up against, and Sparks just wants to clear the traps. Get the traps out of the way. Don't want to leave them down too long. If you can clear them, get rid of them. Odin going to be warding up there for Root Gaming. Guan Yu has spotted this. Maybe they're going to have a little counter ward. Have a little tickle going on there. Bruiser on Bruiser. 4 coming round. Is he going to get... Also, look, Lars around the corner there. Maybe if it was a bit of action going to happen, they were going to go for it. 3 in middle. Alquan all on his own. Pretty much. 4 coming up behind Allied and Xing. but then they decided to back out. Curse did counter that ward that got put down by Allied. So now we'll just have loads of wards down. But then again, they still have their wards up by the blue buff and the cooldown reduction buff. So it's all good. All good. Let's see more how we're going on. So mid, we have a little bit of poking going on. Everyone just kind of running around the jungle. Let's go on board with the best to see how he's kind of coping with this. Going back and... they're going to spot Odin. They have spotted Odin. They can leave him alone, though. Guan Yu is going after Odin, though. Just using the decoy. Just his main aim is to get them Heartseeker stacks. He really wants them. Odin jumps over the wall just to kind of... just get into the lane. Don't leave himself vulnerable in the left-hand side lane. No, I thought there might have been a bit of tussle going on over there. They were really on top of each other, but obviously Xing decides to go back, gets level 2 of his Deathbringer. Didn't want to kind of wait until he had enough gold for all 3. Level 3, should I say. So he's just gone back now. No real worries. Just bide your time, bide your time. He's not going to really miss any creep waves. Here we go. He's back. He hasn't missed anything in relation to that. Now, I really wish we could see the stacks on the stacking items, but maybe that'll be another implementation later on where you can maybe, if I've selected someone like the best here, we could look at his inventory, see what he's got. Well, we can see pretty much everything he's got, but like buffs. And then we could see how well he's getting on. Ward being countered by the Gold Fury by Alquan there. Jerby doing that. And then gets taken down by Satman straight away. Also the best getting rid of Artemis's trap. Xing in kind of a little bad spot. There's 2 wards obviously there. There's the trap and the standard ward. And they're going to take Root Gaming's damage buff while they're here. Everybody's kind of on interaction. Poseidon kind of just got out of that one, lucky enough. The best didn't manage to get a hit. There is a wall somewhere. There's the wall. Artemis is going to town onto Pom-Pom. Kraken coming out as well. No Aegis was used. Odin's ult holding down, ringing them both in. Jerby's Alquan ult coming out there. I don't even think it hit Pom-Pom. Shadow gonna go down. Is that Shadow's boar? Oh no, just a ball there. And 4 gets taken down by Whirlpool before he even gets into the air. So Guan Yu and 4 both go down there. See, the thing you'll see over the next few matches at least is Allied's ring of spears is perfect. He lands them so well. You've got to kind of... well, bring it back properly. I left it on like half speed. Way too long. Sobek coming in there, spinning out everyone under the tower. Allied, Guan Yu's might on there. Xing uses Aegis there to protect himself from the best. The best just going to town on Ymir after that. And Sobek taking loads of damage from the spikes underneath the tower. Backing out there. Allied again. The middle tower does go down. Sparks using his ultimate to kind of back out. Then decides to go back in there. On her's ult coming out. Not really hitting too many. Spin coming out from Sparks. Throwing the whole of the Root Gaming side out of the way. Pushes actually Loki forward with that one Poseidon. So that literally got Jerby killed. He was chasing after Jerby. They reset them stacks. And Lars pushed him forward into the way. Whirlpool coming out to slow him down. Can he get a few auto attacks off? Not much he can kind of do. Maybe Allied soon will be able to get the jump. Sprint coming out, obviously, from the best. Manages to get away. Probably uses 2 later on. Now, Artemis being caught out there by Sparks. Being thrown back. Taking out loads of damage. Gets spinned and finished off with an auto attack there by Sparks. Now, Loki turned back round. Finished off Poseidon in all that confusion. What's going on? Fingers are going down. Allied kind of just under the tower. Might get dove on. Yeah, it does get dove on by Sparks. Sparks gets another kill there for Curse Gaming. So there, they've lost 4 players in quick succession there. Root are kind of in a bad spot now, really. Gold Fury going to go down, and Curse are going to pick up an extra 2,000 gold. So why not? You've just taken out 4 people of the other team. And I don't think they lost any in that. The best was so close to coming down, and that was just, yeah. I should have probably brought that back so we could have had a look, but well, nah, I'm just gonna leave it. We all go. The best has finished his Devourer gloves as well, so that really helped him in that fight. Also, On Her did have his Titan's Bane level 1, give him an extra penetration on, obviously taking out the base stats and most of the AD carries as well. Pushing that forward. Magi's Blessing coming out on 4 and Sobek, so they want to negate as many abilities as they can. Obviously 1 every 30 seconds, so that's 2 every 30 seconds there for the whole team, really, pretty much. 2 hides coming out. Sobek's finished his hide, and Guan Yu is going for his hide. He's at level 2 at the moment. Just kind of speed it up while everyone's kind of just messing around. Poseidon and Alcorn have finished their Gem of Isolation, so there's a lot of slows going to be going out onto the Curse Game inside. Also picked up Obsidian Shard, level 1, so he's going to go for that route, so like heavy penetration. So Obsidian Shard is the Titan's Bane, but for magical users, for anyone that doesn't really know. Ward coverage is kind of all over the place. It's like paint by numbers, dot to dot. Blues, reds, everywhere. Which one do you want to do? But Root Gaming have more wards actually in their inventory to kind of use at the moment. There's only like 4 wards on the right hand side. Guan Yu's all coming out there. Does get walled off by Ymir, so it doesn't connect with anybody in the end. Tornado did go down just to kind of mess around a little bit more with that. Guan Yu finished off his War Tabby boots, went for Void Blade first, so he wants a bit more defense and a bit more kind of poke later on. Guan Yu did go in there quite aggressively, actually. Pom Pom comes down. He did get Guan Yu did get stunned. 4 wall coming out. Gonna get taken down there by the best. The best just kind of hammered in there on Lars. Odin wall out onto Guan Yu, just kind of sectioning him off, and Alcorn's going out, just kind of landing on one person. He's not really landing them too well in this game. He's either just kind of getting one person, not too much. Sparks gets the poke, well, the flick up onto Ymir. Ymir taking loads of, well, not really loads of damage, just getting annoyed. Ball going out by Artemis. Artemis doesn't really kind of know who she wants to focus at the minute. She's changing target a few times. Ball going out with his free. Gets stunned by Ymir. Spike's going out as well. Rain of Arrows on top. Uses his hammer throw to get out of there nicely. Artemis goes down by the best. The best does manage to catch her in the team. Ymir gets picked up again by Sparks. Is going to go down this time. What was it? One more attack? No, Sobek. Sobek like the man of the match this time. Getting so many kills out of there, or robbing his kills. During this whole time, the best is going on to Jerby. It's not really going to get it. Just getting creep blocked and body blocked by allies. Now, Pom Pom did take off that trap. Had to be really kind of careful with his health. He's so low there. Maybe one more hit would have finished him off. Curse Gaming are going to go back out there. They've taken out another 3 more players from Root Gaming side there. Artemis had finished off her Deathbringer during that fight with another level 1 Titan's Bane. So earth damage was quite considerable during that little engagement. Loki's gone for Void Blade. So he's gone for more physical protection over like glass cannon sort of build. He's trying to protect them stacks as much as he can. So if the curse during this whole point are going to go for the Fire Giant, why not? There's 2 down. By the time Root are going to notice this, they might... No, there's no wards that will show the Fire Giant at this moment, but they know it will go down. So Curse Gaming take up a completely uncontested Fire Giant. Lars needs to get out of there. He's in a bad position, trying to get that movement speed buff. He's going to give it away to Zatman. Zatman just kind of wastes his ult to get that off quickly. Could have maybe just waited, used a few more attacks, got that down and out of the way. But he's in a good position. Fire Giant as well. Right hand side tower will go down pretty instantly. There's not much they can do. Best Play of Valor coming out for Alquan, which is kind of an odd one. You want the cooldown reduction. Okay. Maybe physical protection as well. Don't know. It's good. You can kind of see some pros picking it up now. As it's kind of, they say it's an underrated item. It is kind of underrated. You want a bit of protection, but you don't really need the mana. So I don't know why. You could always go for a Chrono Pendant, try and get more damage out. But then again, he is being focused by the best all the time. The best is going to focus him pretty much any chance he gets. So the longer he can last up versus the best, the better. Going in under the tower, just pushing back. Allied having a little look. Just Zatman keep poking with them auto attacks. Just keeping everybody back. He's finished his Titan's Bane, so any physical protection coming out is pretty much negated with the Executioner and Titan Bane combo. They're just going to rip through anybody's armor. that they do have. Sobek and Guan Yu still haven't finished their Magi Blessing though, so they're not going to get anything. Guan Yu's Might coming out onto on her and Guan Yu. Not really taking too much effect, more just kind of an annoyance. Wheel down their health a little bit. That man taking a few hits from the tower, taking down a little bit more. Tower be just everybody kind of just pushing the tower. Stun coming out from 4 onto Ymir. Odin Wall going down, but he's taking so much damage from on her Zapman, and Sobek ult's coming out as well. See, it's just coming out. Kraken coming out. Aegis by Zapman, so it didn't really take any much damage there. Sparks ult took down Odin so much that just one little use of his free finished that off. The best also kind of running in, running back out, not doing too much there. Guan Yu gets stunned. Now 4 has landed in behind onto Lars. Jerby's ultimate coming out there, not connecting with anybody, completely negated by Guan Yu's Aegis. 4 Pon just kind of backing out there. A pickup onto Xing. Brilliantly done there. She takes so much damage pretty much virtually instantly. Zapman getting out a connection there. Gets another connection onto Lars. So that's 2 going down with 1 ultimate. Probably like 2 different spears from the same ult. Just finishing it off there quite, well, not quite nicely. Just really, really well. So 3 players have gone down for Root. And they're being chased. Well, Alcorn just got ulted by the best. The best just finished off. Double wall in there on Ymir. Will we have a tornado going down? There's just a few extra auto attacks coming out there. So we got a quadra creel coming out from Zapman there onto Root Gaming with Fire Giant. This is pretty much first. But are they just going to go for the Minotaur now, or are they going to go through this? Hurry up. So they're going straight for the Minotaur now, and they're just going for an early kill. Where is Odin? It says he's alive, but he's not. No, he's dead. So that was a really fast match there. What was it? 29 minutes is a good match. So Curse Gaming do take the first game from Root Gaming, and I'll see you guys in game 2, where we see how it goes on. Can Root Gaming get the equaliser, or will Curse go on to the finals? I'm your host Risty, and I'll see you there.